Hey guys, and welcome back to the news. Now this is basically, I'm just gonna tell you guys my opinions on some articles I've read. Lexus made a new LFA. It is called the Electrified Sports Concept. Here it is. And this car will probably never be put into production because these taillights are not legal. Now I'm not completely sold on the design of this car, but I know some of you probably do like it, so if you want to see it, you can your way to the De Elegance at Pebble Beach on August 21st. But in Lexus's senile old mind, this car can go from 0 to 60 in the mid 2 seconds and has a range of about 430 miles. And it's able to have this range because of its solid state batteries, which haven't been developed. But I'm pretty sure that this is a lie because Toyota isn't stupid. Toyota has a brain. Now, Toyota hasn't jumped on the EV bandwagon like every other car manufacturer. They've taken a slow and steady approach because they've realized, probably after making the tragically sad Toyota Prius for so many years, that batteries are not magic, okay? They must be mined, okay? That requires a lot of effort, a lot of time, and a lot of money. And these machines that are mining these materials, they have combustion engines. No one has a fucking electric digger. Not only are the batteries very difficult, but the CEO of Toyota and the CEO of Toyota's Research Institute both realized that the electricity needed to supply these vehicles would not just hurt Japan's economy, but it would probably crash their grid. And Japan is not a country where there are power shortages on a daily basis. Most places in the world, you flip the light on, it doesn't do anything because there is no electricity. So what are these places going to do? And I think people need to remember that our enemy is overall carbon dioxide, not whatever the hell you can see. Of course, Toyota isn't the only car company with two brain cells to put together. Porsche is also trying. Porsche is trying to save the petrol head. Now, Porsche hasn't electrified the 911 yet because according to them, the electric motors, for whatever reason, they're not up to their specifications for what they want a 911 to be, which I respect and I understand. So they've decided to turn to e-fuels. So they're trying to develop a process where they take water, you separate the hydrogen and the oxygen, take the hydrogen, pull carbon dioxide from the air, infuse it with the hydrogen, which will create e-methanol, which is basically gas. This will power any combustion engine. Not only is this process carbon neutral, but it also doesn't require a massive new infrastructure of charging ports and electric grids and everything else. All we have to do is get rid of the oil wells and replace them with these plants. Of course, Lexus and Porsche will still make electric vehicles because idiots will buy them. Now, the only thing that kind of concerns me is the fact that the German government is funding this with a bunch of other German companies, but they've decided to do it in South America. Now, I've read a history book. Let's not do anything stupid. Now, not all car companies are as caring for their customers as Porsche. Mercedes apparently hates the middle class. According to Mercedes-Benz, there's 3 tiers of their cars: entry level, core, and top end. So small douchebags, medium douchebags, and big douchebags. But according to them, these small douchebags aren't douchey enough anymore. So they're going to cut back on their entry level vehicles, which basically means they're getting rid of the A-class. This is because they want to become a more luxurious and sophisticated looking company. In all actuality, the profit margins are a lot better on those higher end cars. Now, where they lose me is that they're saying that they're going to stop making these cheap cars because they want to become more sophisticated and luxurious, but they've also decided to get rid of their a la carte option system, which basically lets you pick any option you want regardless of what kind of car you have, to a package system. Basically, there's like a premium entry level and then like a platinum top end level package and sports packages and different packages, and they will have a certain options into it in that package. Now, you cannot tell me that you want to be seen as Rolls-Royce but treat your customers like they're Toyotas. You can't have it both ways. Now, some car companies actually care about their customers, like Pininfarina. Pininfarina has just started production on their new car. It is an all-electric car. It's called the Battista. It's got 1900 horsepower. It goes 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds and has a range of about 300 miles. Now, as everyone knows, Italian cars don't have the best reputation when it comes to reliability. I mean, and this is with combustion engines, where you can see that that's a dumb place to put the goddamn oil filter, Maserati. But it's hard to see with batteries and electric stuff. You can't see what they did stupidly. To combat this, Pininfarina is taking their time with each car. Apparently it's going to take 10 weeks, over 1,250 hours for the normal ones, and then their anniversary edition it's going to be 1,350 hours. It has 14 different quality control zones, a 3-week paint process, and my favorite part, a 24-hour alignment. I'm assuming that alignment is factoring in their smoke brakes as well. Now, of course, Pininfarina is a truly top-end luxury brand, so you can have anything you want on this car. According to them, there's 128 million interior configurations and 13.9 quintillion exterior combinations. But they're only going to make 150 of them. But at least they're making 150. Because Apple's car is still filled with worms. Codename Project Titan. Just recently, the AI system ran over a pedestrian. Because in a simulation they were doing, they had someone walk in front of the car, and the car didn't make enough steering angle adjustment to dodge that person, and if the guy didn't hit the brakes, they would have run him over and killed him. Honestly, I think Apple just give it up at this point, okay? The main guy that was ahead of this program, his name was Doug Field. He's been poached by Ford. He's gone. From what I can understand, insiders say that Tim Cook doesn't even know where your offices are. The current design leader, John Ivey, he says that you should lean into the weirdness. So I'm imagining it won't be a looker. And this thing has such stupid aspirations. I mean, no steering wheel, no brake. Apparently the trunk's gonna lift up so it's easy to put stuff in, and the seats are gonna fold completely flat so you can sleep on it. If they do make it, I'm assuming in 2028 it'll run for president. Now that's all the time I got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace. Now the only thing that kind of concerns me is the fact that the government... Now, not all car companies are as caring for their employees